I'm trapped in this job. I can't go anywhere because I have to pay for this and I have to do that. And I'm working for 5 years doing something I really don't want to do.
After 2.5 years of being in this rut, of living paycheck to paycheck, we never saw each other. Both of us were working 40 to 60 hours a week. I was exhausted physically and emotionally.
You know, just dreaded my supervisor, just dreaded being in that environment, looking at those people going, do I want to be like them?
The reality is that life is tough, and we really didn't know what direction our life was gonna head in.
At that point in my life, I was like, man, I'm gonna have a real job, making a real salary, which at that time was $18,000 a year.
I knew that my life couldn't go on like the way it was, and I was at a crossroads.
It was like we were almost comfortable being broke.
When you realize that you're broke and you know you can't dig your way out of this, it puts a lot of pressure on your relationship. Eventually, you just stop talking. One little thing would set me off, or one little thing would set Mark off, and then it would turn into an argument and a fight. And it was always over money.
I had $25 a week to spend. I had it broken down to $5 a day. I could put $3 worth of gas in the car and take the other $2 and buy a hot dog and a grape soda.
I would go to the grocery store and I'd have a calculator because I only had $32 to spend on groceries. And that was to last us for a week or two.
There's nowhere in the world I could see myself having a wife and children off of $250 a week.
It absolutely felt never-ending to have $36,000 of credit card debt at 18% interest with minimums that were like $400 each. Like, this is never gonna be paid off.
I just had this feeling. It wasn't that I was miserable or anything when I went to work, but I just felt like I was treading water. You know, I didn't feel like it was something, I could do it with my eyes closed. And, you know, my mom just always taught me, Cheryl, stand up straight and smile, because I was dying inside.
Our first house that we lived in was so small. I mean, the kitchen was only big enough to seat 2 people. We did not look like a couple that was going to be successful by any means.
I sent out about 200 letters to companies for another job, and I got all these responses back saying they didn't want to hire me. Every one of them was a no.
I was so disturbed that I didn't care anymore.
I'm a warehouse dude. I was making $13.08 an hour, $3.91 every Friday. Being told I'm lucky I have a job.
One day they called a meeting at the plant and they put us all in a room and began to explain to us that for the first time in the history of the plant, they were gonna have to lay some people off. I saw people leave that meeting crying. I saw people asking questions, what am I gonna do now?
I did everything I could to find something. More than anything, I wanted someplace where I could plant my flag and pour my heart into it. I wanted someplace where I could build a career.
I guess it boils down to this. How good could you stand your life to be? And if you don't make the changes, you're never gonna know what that's like. Because the future's pretty much laid out, continuing to do what you're doing. I'll never forget the day I came home and there's a check for $5,000 tacked onto a corkboard bulletin board we had in our little office in our house. And I said, Sandy, why is this check there? She said, I've paid all our bills and I don't know what to do with this one. And that hit me. I'll never forget that till the day I die. Ain't that something? I mean, it was like Disneyland moment, you know?
It's amazing today, after 23 years, how our life turned out even better than we thought possible.
To this day, when I drive in through the gated community where I live, I'm just like, wow, man, it's unbelievable. A mountain view, you know, our house, it's completely custom built, tailored the way we want it to be.
Life today is great. And it was because we took that chance. And I'm so grateful that every trade-off that we made was totally worth it.
When you live someplace that you love, quite honestly, a lot of times my vacation is to stay home. I go and visit different places, but the beds aren't as nice, showers aren't as nice, the views aren't as nice. I live a dream every day that I wake up.
We want to see more people be able to live the life that we live.
I think the greatest thing, though, that Sandy and I have experienced is the ability to know that when we put our minds together on something, we're going to make it happen. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when.
When Mark and I started out together, our sole focus was on survival. And here we are today. There is nothing about surviving in our life. It's all about thriving and being able to live the life of abundance, being able to give back, being able to do it all and have it all.
We're blessed to have that kind of life where we can offer our kids that amazing life that most people say they want but can't have.
We've been able to do so many things for our church, for our communities.
This business allows you to have more time with your spouse. It allows you to have quality time with your kids. It allows you to continue to do the things that made the two of you fall in love to start with.
I think you're looking at the happiest person in the world. I get a chance every day to wake up and lead a purpose-driven life, to do something that has integrity, to do something that helps people, is honest, is good for others, and also to be able to make my dreams come true.
This company has allowed us the freedom to live a life that no one we know of in our family for generations has ever been able to experience.
What Primerica did for me is it gave me a successful mentality.
It just feels so good when you can say, I started something and finished it.
Life's better than great today. I don't know how to put into words what it's like to experience the freedom we have to get up and make every day your own.
When I get to be my mother's age and I look back on my life, I want to say I made a difference, and it was better because I was there.